Welcome, welcome. Hey Potato, hey Pebblify. Welcome in, everyone. I'm doing alright, How is everyone doing? Hey Leslie, hey Matrix, hey Red, hi Trid. Jealousy gets to you. Just focus on yourself, dude. It's so easy to compare. Oh no, Matrix. Alright, so PvP like almost works. As I say that, it doesn't work here, but essentially the what I did is I completely compressed everything for the data. For example, basically you had a huge profile of data that looked something like this for each bot. We have tons of data that goes into it, and it was taking about like 2 kilobytes per match. And that's too much. Basically, we needed a because memory stores can only hold 64 kilobytes, and I wanted to have like a 20 match history. I was reaching the data limits. So what I did is I created basically like a whole compression basically thing using buffers. So it's really only saving the bare minimum data now, and it's saving it essentially in binary. A video of mine? It's just on my YouTube video, or on my YouTube channel. It's called How Big Studios Develop on Roblox. But I go over to how many kilobytes it says stores now. So it's not even a kilobyte. Each match is probably about 300 bytes now. So it was a massive improvement. Yeah. Hi, chat. What's up, Adrian? We might be scripting you on in a sec. But no, so we compressed everything down, and it's a massive improvement. Like, check this out. I'm just gonna send some dummy data, self networker, just over the like a remote event, just to like show how big of an update this is. Let's just say encoded, and then self networker fire player. Oh, I should zoom in. Sorry. Player regular, and this will just be profile. Let me just add like a task weight. Like put one here. And now check this out. So if I open up the packet profiler and I just wait a sec, you can see here this is your encoded profile. Okay. It's essentially gibberish, right? Essentially gibberish. This is what your profile looks like before. It's a, a regular table. But you can see here it's 1200, almost 1300 bytes, so 1.3 kilobytes, down to 266. So a massive improvement. Oops. Yes, no. I can take a look, Pablo, if I. Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it looks pretty close. I think you're missing some, like, shadings, though. Like, the screws look very flat. Or, like, my screws have, like, literal shading in it, so that it gives it, like, the 3D look to it. Same with, like, even inner frames here and stuff like that. There's lots of shading that goes on. That makes a big difference. Hey, Sebo. I was RDC. RDC was amazing. RDC was so much fun. Always a highlight of the year. How come your UI quality doesn't drop when exporting? I honestly don't know. I've never had an issue with that. A lot of people say that they do. I'm guessing they're making their UI at like 30 pixels wide, but I've never had an issue with it, so I don't really know. What compression method? So it's using buffers, which thankfully we don't need to use string pack and unpack anymore. So it's using buffers, and then essentially it's just I made this binary stream thing, which essentially you just pack in each bit at a time, and the caveat is you need to make sure that you're reading the bits in the exact same order that you are writing them. And it'll automatically like increase the size of the buffer and everything like that. And you define what you're writing, so like an unsigned 8 byte number, a variable, integer, strings, etc., and then you just read it in the opposite direction. And yeah. How'd you in Lua as well? Just lots of experience, I guess. I'm the wrong person to ask for that, Red. I do like most everything solo, so I don't really have many developer friends. Close to your game on Roblox. If you want even higher quality, this is a pro tip actually. Go to device. Set the device to one of the 19 by 20 ones, and then do actual resolution, and it'll have these scrolling bars. And then in OBS, or maybe there's a different way to do this, but I just do it in OBS. I can set the screen capture to this, so you'll see when I do this, hold on, this, you'll see it's the real resolution of 1920 by 1080 of the entire, you can't see that I'm scrolling around, but that's what I've done to get the crispest in-game screenshots. Okay, now I need to undo that. I do use constraints under the hood. Okay, did have a slight issue that I wanted to look into. So I did just do the compression, whatever. It's really cool. And it should work, but I actually was just running into an error. So let me see if I can solve that. It might just be that there's literally no opponents. Oh, never mind. Okay. It was just that there's no opponents. So this player here is actually the bot, or myself, that I just created in how do you make your text strokes not really thick for mobile and other resolutions? So UI scales. Everything is done in pixels, and then I use UI scales to scale it instead. You got ignored? What'd you say? Oh, so you learn new things and methods from other sources or projects you see, or do you read documentation, mess around? What's your best way of learning? Lots of references, I would say, especially for UI. I use a million references for UI because I find it really difficult to come up with like things from scratch. Scale property. I use UI scale instances. They're literal instances. So like if I go over to here, you can see we have this instance which is a UI scale, and you can see the scale property here is automatically changing depending on my viewport size. And essentially by using UI scales, it's a lot better because everything scales and then you're able to use offset. Client server client. It's the fetch command. Yeah. There is a it is implemented, or it is a feature. It's just called fetch. And I use it quite a bit actually. Like if I go into PvP service client, you'll see right here, self networker fetch, and it will return whatever this function returns. It'll be set here. You do the UI design as well? Yes. Everything in this game scales with offset. Yeah, essentially, because I find offset to be way easier to work with. So like things will be in offset and then automatically scaled using UI scale. To call fetch on the server. No. So this is a client script right here, and I'm calling fetch. I'm fetching attempt matchmaking, which will then call attempt matchmaking, which is here. It'll call this function, and it will then return these values. So it would go client, server, client, basically. How much for 50%? Not looking for investors at the moment. Maybe in the future. Only to you though. Basically putting a scale instance on any GUI would auto scale the current offset on your screen to other. No, so you do need to set the UI scale or the scale property of the UI scale, but my system just does it automatically. Server, client, server. I mean, that technically don't even want to do. It'll actually, if you look at the remote events, remote function documentation, going server, client, server is typically very frowned upon. Go back like 4 times. I mean, client server client is good, but server client server is bad if it's actually something that matters, because the client can just yield forever and it would hang the server. P calls in time on time. I mean, sure. Play your game? Okay. What do we want to make? I don't have much right now. Do something like this. Bruh. Okay, the Lance hitbox actually needs to be fixed. I might still win though. This is 0 damage. Yeah. The double wait, it actually kinda works. Oh, I'm for sure lose this one, right? I'd go right over the top of him. Let's see. I could have skipped it. Oh. I could still win though, if his wheels are a lot stronger than mine, but I get under him. Okay. I love this. You just flip over them. Except I lose. Rip. Well, I get some loot though. Barely anything. I think this bot kind of sucks. They don't have gravity towards each other, no. They, oh, this has such little... They don't have gravity towards each other, so they move in one direction towards the other side until they hit the wall, and then they just move towards the other way. But they're not necessarily always trying to go for each other. Something like this could be actually good. Could like hit him away, and it's using cannon. Yeah, see. Cool effects in the UI. Pass AP Physics. You know what's hilarious? AP Physics was like my worst class in high school. Like, I did so bad. I'm pretty sure I got a 1 on the test. Okay, should get some new stuff here. That would be really good. Seems like we got some really good stuff there. Oh, we could do this, get 30% more damage on drill, and then use the drill we just got. I'm just going to programming real soon. Potentially, yeah. I bet a lot of people request that one. Thanks. Could do something like that, and then see if this works. Oh, this guy's so short though. No. Oh, never mind. Do I win this though? I feel like I just go straight over. I'm gonna skip. Kind of a bad spot for the what's it called? The drill. I think I beat this guy though, even though he's gonna boing me away. For Vex, can you use Python for Vex now? Back in my day, you had to use C until V5 came out, and you could use C++. Really? Interesting. No, I do use Blender for the bodies, but I did toy around with the idea of using edible meshes to create the meshes. Did I lose this? When I actually was... Oh. Ooh. That's pretty dang good, actually. I could do this. Boom. I'm getting distracted. Should be coding, but you could double up the lances to get the 100% to lance. And then shoot forward fast. I don't have any wheels that would help with it. I could do like that. And then like that. And then just one-shot him, yeah. Maybe I should put a bigger back wheel in the back so it like falls onto him. Loki might still win this though. He does 0 damage. Yeah. I'm gonna try putting a bigger wheel in the back. Oh, I don't even have a bigger wheel. Damn. Yeah, this default battle mode is bots, but then PvP is what we're actually gonna be working on once I start doing anything, where it actually goes against real people. Although it's gonna not like it right now because there's literally only one bot that I can go against, and I just went against it because I just redid this whole thing. Dude, the lance hitbox, I actually need to fix. It's been bad for so long. I lose this well. Okay, anyways. Let's start coding. Alright, so first things first. I'm gonna spin up 2 test players. Would making a successful Roblox game be a good extracurricular for college? I mean, that's what I was doing in college. I was making Roblox games for fun, and it worked out. So why not? Real. Oh, I need to fix that too. Oh, for applications to college. I mean, as bad as it sounds, I went this right. Okay, good. I don't know if colleges respect Roblox. As terrible as that is. So why is that happening? Bill with bot. Am I actually... Oh, that's because I was clicking through it, Publify. If you like spam click, it just goes to the next thing. Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that justifies Roblox is, as bad as it sounds, the money. Like, people kind of didn't take Roblox serious until there is money. Okay, I need to fix this. Temp matchmaking, 'cause it should not be bugging. Let's just add. This. Yeah, sec, it is pretty crazy. Is it because I made... No, the battle act's only 60 seconds. So they should still be available. Something like that, Jaden. No opponent found. Okay. But why? Is it because we're never setting their elo? Yeah, sect. You definitely, there's definitely a balance. Is it because they don't have an elo when they're brand new? Get elo. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know. Hello, Aniket. Where do I actually set elo? So I think what's happening is it's searching through like the elo order data store, but if they've never battled, then they don't have elo. Yeah, sect. I feel like I just care too much. If that makes sense, which is not recommended. Yeah, the cell animation. Global elo. Update elo. Yeah, so it's this. When I find, so it's because when new players join, they don't have an elo. I say, when do I actually call get elo? When I matchmake, I get the elo. So if I were to go play on, actually, can I just like print out items? True. I mean, we're getting plenty of valid voters. Is it because they're battle locked? Actually, let's just print everything. Op elo. So someone is considered locked, similar to Clash of Clans, where essentially they're shields. You don't want to be like, you get hit once when you're offline. You don't want to get hit, 20 times. Okay. No opponent found. Find opponent at elo. It might be because of this, actually. Because we're using the old profiles. Yeah, that is what it is. I didn't bump. See how I basically added this underscore encoded? I need to do that here as well. Which is kind of sloppy, but it's whatever. And then if I try in PvP, we'll get a different error. It's widening the search pool. That's what it says right here. And then too many requests, so I should actually change that. Okay, this is a very specific case though, where I'm literally the only person on the entire elo ladder. If I go down to here, or find opponent at elo, max search range. Oh, am I never incrementing the range? I'm not. Oops. Yeah, so this will increment the range each time it searches through. So what just happened won't happen. And maybe let's change this to be like 300 instead. Okay. And then now, if I go to tests, so players' elo won't exist until they initially first plus battle. Which I think is fine. Yeah, I think it is useless now too. If I find an opponent, I should... No opponent found. Really? Okay. Hey Lua. Awesome Tozu. No profile received from server, but why? No opponent found. But why? Are we searching for this before we get our own elo now? Get Actually, we do just call this right away. They should have an elo as soon as they join. Never mind. I mean, D1 will naturally not be amazing through pure sponsored visits. Because it's just the demographic of people that click sponsors isn't going to match your game. Do I stream on Twitch? Yeah, I do. I stream on both. Mainly, I think 95% of people watch on YouTube, though. YouTube usually has like a couple people, or Twitch usually has like a couple people in it. I used to only do Twitch, but I like YouTube a lot more. I think the player is just way better. Do you run into circular dependencies? You have to use signals. If two services depend on each other, use signals. And have one service listen instead of broadcast out. Oh, okay. It's because this doesn't exist. Oh. If there is no result, we need to set it by just doing update elo. Okay, so it's because when your elo doesn't exist until you call update elo. Okay, I actually think it's pretty bad. So we do need to set your elo to the initial rating. So I'm just gonna see a global elo. Actually, just gonna like copy this. Oops. And then just return. Just return this. Okay. Don't need that. And then, oh, what the hell? Oh. Okay. Not create elo when the player first join. That's what I'm essentially gonna be doing right now. Because they get your elo on the first join, but I was just returning the initial if they didn't have it, when I should have just been, if they don't have an elo, it creates the elo for you. Roblox TypeScript? I don't know, dude. I haven't personally tried it, but I've read a lot of things, and I just don't think it's for me. Okay, that should work now. Clean this up. Especially because I have no experience with TypeScript anyways. I feel like it's made for people with experience with TypeScript. Okay, good. So we do have an elo. There's no one else actually in the entire ladder, so let me spin up some local players. Find opponent. Great. Okay, now we're actually going against people. Okay, and then if I go and I have a match history here, if I go into my other player, click on their profile, their elo's updated, yada yada yada. We can create a clan. Local testers test I can create that. Local testers. If this guy wanted to join that clan, we could double click on his profile, get local testers, join the clan. We join the clan. Look at profiles through that. So everything seems to be working there. I could PvP again. Now I'm actually going against myself, my real profile. And I might actually win this because Lance's hitbox is trash. Ooh, barely. Okay, cool. So that looks like it works now. Curious, I could theoretically go against the same person twice. Well, no. So once you battle someone, they essentially have a lock applied to their account where they can't be attacked for the next X amount of time. Right now that's just set to 60 seconds, but it'll be a lot longer than that, probably like 30 minutes or something like that, maybe even longer. I believe Clash of Clans actually does something similar. But okay, so everything seems to be working there. Now I can clean this up, and then if I go ahead and play again, go to PvP, we have our match history here where I was attacked and I lost some elo. Battles offline, yes, yes, yes. 12 hours in between every single offline attack. Interesting. Okay, so that works. The shield. Yeah, so you would be able to have a shield as well, which is essentially the same thing, but I just meant if you have no shield and you get attacked, I don't want you to be like attacked 20 times when you're offline. It should only be like, you know, a couple times a day maybe. Yeah, I do the same thing, Jaden. Like in my Figma, like this is an in-game screenshot, and then I built this UI for it in it, and then I'm just able to export from this, and it's the exact size and everything that I need. But if you're attacked and win, good question. I think it would probably still have the timer, TBH. Also, I literally think your name just gets auto-modded every single time you send a message, because it doesn't actually show in YouTube chat, but it shows in the OBS chat. Okay. So that's good. We can commit these changes. I don't know. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Uh-oh. Okay, whatever. How old have you been working on this? Guess you mean how long you've been working on this? Like 4 months now, which is too long, I know, but whatever. Okay, next thing that I want to do is we have all of these elo ranks right here that I created. And they're not actually being used. So let's create the tiers that each rank has, and then actually use those. And conveniently, in my PvP service utils, I have these functions: get rank image from elo, get gradient from elo, get rank name from elo. But they're just returning a constant. They're not actually doing anything. So let's do that now. I don't know what I should do actually. So your initial rating is 1200. So I suppose the initial rating should be the lowest, right? I don't know how other games do it. Like, I'm very familiar with like a League of Legends ranking system, which they would start you pretty much like right around here, but I think with Roblox it's better to start you at the lowest and have you go up from there. To kind of get that instant I'm better feeling. I'm curious, what do you mean by being stuck in coding, Jaden? How many wins per rank? I don't know. Are you finding React more diffusion? I think they have their own strengths. Fusion was way easier to learn, and I think it's way more native to Roblox. React's much more difficult to learn, but I think is more powerful, and it's also a transferable skill. Yeah. No clue where to start. I don't know. Just be willing to fail, I guess. Put yourself out there, try something, and just see what happens. Doesn't need to be perfect. Make it exist. So let's create breakpoints for ranks. So I'm gonna say ranks is this. An object-oriented programming video? Probably, yeah. That's been like one of the most requested videos. Godly rank 1. Okay, so if ranks, how many ranks do we have? We have 9 ranks. You start in bronze 1. If each rank is like 200 elo apart? 300 elo apart? How often do you use Copilot autocomplete? It depends. Oh, min elo here should actually be configs.elo config.min rating. Yes, chat. This should be like 1500? I don't really know. I'm kind of just gonna put in numbers and see if it feels right. When's the game gonna be finished? I think we're getting close. Save system? What do you mean by save system? It's like data stores and stuff like that, or something else? Yeah, that I will. Yeah, that already all works. I have a whole it's called data service that does all that for me. It makes it like extremely easy. Save data, replicate data, all that. I hope so, Nazy. Yeah, I can show it off 1 second, not secret. Okay. Image. Oh shoot. I need images too. I think I already uploaded all of them. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's do this. Probably not the most efficient way to do it, but I don't care. Making sound effects is the most annoying part. I mean, I don't even make any of mine. I just use all my sound effects from the toolbox. Honestly, sound effects, like, the toolbox is just good enough. Like, genuinely, there's so much on there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this too. I'm gonna say, gradient equals that. Yeah, I just kind of stream whenever I want to. Your service mapping system for Rojo? There aren't any resources. That's my bad. I know. I've been really meaning to add docs to it. I don't know, Peblify. I mean, I don't really like advertise it, or like they're technically not even officially released. I really only talk about it on stream. I use React Nazy in this game. Okay. So that should now get the correct images, depending on your rank. Okay, it didn't. Cool, cool, cool. It did here though. So I might have just hard coded the profile one. I think I did actually. Player, top profile info, ranked frame, blue counter. Oh yeah, yeah. Hit rank image from Elo. Get gradient from Elo. Getting close. Yeah, just Sean. Getting close. Okay, cool. Top 1% have the best rank and so on. I mean, maybe eventually I'll do that, but I'm just gonna keep it pretty simple for now, and because I don't want to like spend an absurd amount of time on like Elo ladder, all this, then it turns out it doesn't even matter. So yeah, VC, it's based on a mobile game. Oh, each time, reflection. Here's what I do. So, Control-Shift-P, and then if you search tasks, run task, and then watch Rojo tree will be there, because in that, I create basically a task in one of these. I honestly forget where I did it. VS Code, tasks, watch Rojo tree. So Control-Shift-P, tasks, watch Rojo tree, and then whenever you save a file, it'll automatically do it. So when I save this file, you'll see automatically does it. So you don't need to like manually run that each time. I don't know, Lua. My only focus is on this right now. Create a tool script in VS Code. Can you move the script to the tool, then edit it? I'm not sure I know what you mean. This is my GenRoho tree thing that is available on my GitHub. This is what I use to have all of my services structured like this, where they have a server and a client right next to each other, and some utils and stuff like that, depending on what all needed. And it automatically then maps it to the correct spot in Studio. If I go to get storage, shared, services, do the client versions here, and then we have server version and server. So then they're able to actually live together in your dev environment. Pretty cool. Okay. Let's move on. Actually, let's mark this off first. Daily win track. Okay, so next thing on the list is when you finish a PvP match, we need to actually show the elo change. So right now it's just victory, whatever, which is lame. We need to actually show the elo change. Pretty important, obviously. How many lines of code? No, it's not 120. I think it's like 40. Not including packages, though. 33. If I were to... I'm actually curious. Yeah, that ends 104. Dude, packages take up so much. And to be fair, some of the packages are packages that I've written, but certain packages, data files, I don't really have anything like that. I wonder how many lines React is. That's probably the biggest one, if I had to guess. Packages are reusable code that can just be dropped into any project, and they're just useful. Like, for example, Sift, which I'm a big fan of and I advocate for, is a table utility module or package that can just be plopped into any project, and it just is nice utility functions that are amazing. It can be even more advanced than that. Like, for example, the entire React library package is how I code all of my UI to do amazing things like this. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to show it because... Actually, wait. I will show it. I should actually change this. It's expecting me to have a encoded data profile, but I don't have... I got UI, app, stories, root. Let's just delete this match history. But if I do something like this, you'll see I can do cool things like this. I'm in Studio, and I can interact with UI. This is using React to actually write the code or write all the UI, and then using a plugin called HorseCat to live, basically run the code. But then there's other things like signals, which I think is my personal fave. Okay, how do we want to do... Yeah, not on... Okay, So when we finish a match, we need to no, Cood. So I use offset and then I use UI scale instances to auto scale things for me. Because I find using offset so much easier. It just makes so much more sense. And then using UI scales, it automatically does things like stroke. The stroke actually gets smaller as well. I don't need to worry about that. Why is that? I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Do you think your biggest player base will be mobile? Almost definitely, yeah. Roblox is like 80% mobile. I think it's because my memory is still using the old one. Is there a way to actually just clear out? I don't know, Piek. I have actually the code I use, both in React and in Fusion, in on my GitHub. Is there a way to actually just delete an entire memory store? Anyone aware? Like all keys, just flush it. I think we still have a lot of the old. Coded cache. Okay, I think it's just using the old thing. Is there a way to flush? I'm gonna ask ChatGPT. Get hash map. Pebblify, I was just talking about that. Control-Shift-P on your keyboard, search tasks, run task, and then watch Roho tree. And then it'll automatically do it when you save. Okay. So it turns out I can't actually do that. Okay. So what if I just remove think to bring my user ID. I just need to remove my old data on the old yeah, because I guess even the other one, I think it's mainly the match history that was okay. Now hopefully that's yeah, see if that works. Okay. Yeah, so basically what was happening is we had a bunch of data in our old match history, but since I bumped essentially the version, it was still, that data was still stored there, and that's why I had to change it in the first place. So we had memory stores can only have 64 kilobytes of data, which really not that much. Okay. The old one was literally reaching this limit up here, the match history, because I was trying to save like 10 matches. Each match was like 4 kilobytes each, maybe even more, honestly, greater than 4 kilobytes each. So we're getting like 40 kilobytes, and then we have our own profile as well, so we were easily reaching the 64 kilobyte limit. So then I was trying to add my new one on top of this, which only uses a fraction of it, probably like 10 kilobytes. I never got rid of the old stuff. Well, am I making better bot models? No. Hey, Lindo. Peblify, you might need to install a couple you probably don't have where is it? You probably don't have this. Literally, my advice to you is to paste that error into ChatGPT, and they will explain it to you. You just need to install, I think, npm and something else. Honestly, I'm not really an expert in that kind of stuff, so I could be wrong what I'm even trying to say. Okay, so we fixed that issue. We want to, this is what we were planning on doing anyways, show the elo change after match. So I think what we're going to do is just reuse the match over screen. So when a match is over, we get this victory screen. It shows the rewards. We can just reuse this, but show the elo change instead. The other option was to kind of like take over your entire screen and it have like your icon and then like plus whatever, which I think is more what Overwatch does. But yeah, like this. We don't need to do that. Like this is what I meant. We don't need to do that. I think that would just get annoying because the battles are so short. Fix it. Nice. Yeah, I do need to add docs into it. Like, it's really not that difficult, but yeah, you just need to install a couple things. Okay. Is it complicated to use the UI skate? Oh, nice. Yeah, perfect butterfly. All an excuse, yeah. Complicated to use the UI scale approach. Not if you're using a declarative UI library. If you're using just classic Roblox workflow, I don't think it would be too bad either. You just need to like kind of do it. Honestly, you don't even have to do it from the beginning. Maybe just use attributes and remove walking sound effects and jump. No. I actually don't know why it's not. No, it is there. Really quiet. There. How'd you, boy? Okay, so we need to go into the UI. Well, actually. Okay, yeah, UI, features, battle, state, splice. Okay, I hate this song so much. Okay, go to the battle slice, and we have results, which is type any, and I actually wanted to fix this. Or not results, rewards, which is also type any. Because self, it doesn't know the actual type of self. Like if I do this, and I did self dot, it doesn't actually know the true type of self. But if I just keep it how it was, and then I do self dot, we suddenly know everything. Isn't toString less performant than... I mean, it depends on what I'm doing. Like, I actually really like this notation. I really like this, but dude, it doesn't matter. I probably should be consistent, but whatever. Okay, we don't need that anymore either. Okay, battle slice. Rewards. I want to create a type for rewards. I go to for type battle rewards. I don't know, Linda. And then if we go to... I noticed it. Best battle rewards. Oh wait, I did define a battle rewards. Huh? Okay, I put it in battle service. That's probably a better spot for it anyways. Starting streak, XP, currency. Starting elo. end. When delta boost delta I mean, I don't think we need any of this, completely honest. I guess we should do this. Okay, I'm actually just gonna undo all of this. So this is the battle rewards, right? Okay. But we could also have like PvP rewards. Which would just be basically starting elo is number and win delta, lose delta. And then in PvP service utils, I'm actually gonna put this in here. And then inside of PvP service, when a battle we need to send the rewards immediately. Press start battle. Request battle. Here, we send the rewards. So here, when we do attempt matchmaking, we send both profiles. We also need to send the rewards. Which I can get the deltas pretty easily by doing this. I'm gonna do this actually. Function PvP. Get rewards. You know, I think this can just be a helper. Hacker elo. Under elo. And then outcome is... Well, you know what? I could just send the elos. I don't even need to do this. Because if we don't need to send the deltas. We can just calculate the deltas in the client. Attacker elo. Defender elo. And then, well, you know what? The client already has this information that's being sent through the profiles. So we don't even need any of this. It already has all the information it needs. So, based off of if it wins or loses, we just need to set the ELO win delta, ELO lose delta. No, we don't. You can just calculate that on the fly. Okay, cool. Got it. We will just do this. Inside of PvP service client, when we do that matchmaking, we have both profiles. So we just need to set the rewards battle slice dot actions dot set battle rewards. This and defender elo is opponent profile dot elo. And then if we skip in here, we get a new profile. So we need to do that again here. This will just be new elo here. Okay, and then inside of our battle rewards, battle components, screens, I mean battle results. This code sucks, by the way. Local elo change spring. Rewards dot attacker elo. So make sure they both exist. So it'll only do this step if both of these exist. And then hide your eyes. Elo math. Deltas. It's like the first thing. And the currency. Aiden label. Yeah, this script is probably the worst in the entire game, so. We need initial elo and final elo. Local initial. Deal with what? Is it normal for your networker not run basically unless the client fully loads? No, it's not normal. I'm not sure I know what you mean actually. I don't have an issue with that. Well, I guess unless you're talking about like the remote events need to exist. Like, so you're saying when someone initially loads in, the remote event doesn't exist for them yet? Luau LSP. Don't use Roblox LSP. It is bad. It does not get called. I've not ran into that. Yeti. No, this script is so bad. Like I will actually refactor this later. This is disgusting. Yes, Luau LSP. Hello, just normal. Don't use Roblox LSP. Sure, sec. Go for it. What are the differences between the two plugins? Roblox LSP is built on Lua before types existed and is no longer maintained, while Luau LSP is built on Luau from the ground up. Dude, this is gonna get so bad. Okay, just don't judge me for this code, please. Because I know it's horrible. I will eventually get around to refactoring this. Really? OBS has no effect on my studio. Dude, this is just terrible. Well, see if it works. Starting streak. Is that nice, June? Yeah. That's good to hear, Yellow. Glad. Oh, it's beautiful. Wow. It's so good. Oh my goodness. Bruh. Text transparency. I want this to be 1. This to be 0. Are you link Lua, SP, and VS Code together? It should just be good to go. Do you use texture powder, fluffy hair green tea? I use sea salt spray, yeah. Try 6.5 and 3.5, and then stroke needs to be. P server, dude. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. Okay. Oh, rip. dude, this code is so bad. So bad. 4, 5, and 5, 5. Oh, it's because of the horizontal alignment. Yeah, I'll take a look in a sec. Because of the image horizontal alignments. And now everything is going to be messed up again. I should probably do this back at 6. This back at 3. Oh, perfect. Cool. Okay, I want to add some color, maybe. It looks a little bland. Okay, it does look a little bland, but it's there and it works. Yeah. For networker, how are you getting the self from the module you create the networker for? Inside of like the initialize function, you pass self in as the second parameter. Is that what you mean? Rocket League Quick Chat. We kind of already have Rocket League Quick Chat. I'm gonna try to do that. The module pass to it is nil. Yeah, you might be calling init with a dot instead of a colon. Like in your startups. Make sure you're calling it with a colon. Because this is the same thing as this, which is maybe a bit confusing for people. In your data store module 2, I need to do init in all scripts that's going to require it. That makes the signals multiply. No, you should only ever initialize once. Services should only be initialized once, typically in a startup script. Like, I wasn't... No, data service actually has docs. It actually has docs. It unironically has docs. Data service. Right here. Get started. API. I made docs for it. They're incomplete, but it like the API is done. If I only initialize the data service only once, the signals don't get fired in other scripts. Yes, they do. Where to use your Clockwork package? Clockwork was really cool, and I actually don't use it anymore. But it essentially allows you to do it to run functions on any player regardless of if they're in a server or not. So it was very useful for things like sending notifications to players when their crate or their chest has opened when they're not online. So you could schedule some function to run at some time for some... Technically, it doesn't necessarily need to be for some player, but in many cases, you want to bind some function call to some player. For instance, sending a notification when the crate is opened, or sending a notification when they have a request available in their clan, that kind of thing. In your server, wait, are you talking to me? Line 40. Oh, because I was using it. I was using it when I was doing... I had a whole different loot system that I was working on. But then I didn't like how it felt, so I got rid of it. Just one shot in these guys. Good. It's a great idea, Lando. Lose. Guys, the season ends in 8 minutes. What's gonna happen Verified badge to PvP games. Yeah, it actually does have it, but in Studio, verified badges don't show. Actually, pretty annoying, but it does actually work. Same with profiles and stuff like that. Like, it would show the verified badge, but it just doesn't load in Studio. I went to Jersey Mike's today, and they messed up my order. I was very disappointed. I have some ideas for the icon. Lots of ideas, actually. It's because I have 100%. I got a really good tower, or a really good body. Gives 100% plus damage to lance. The lance hitbox is so inaccurate. Okay, should we do the daily win track? My YouTube icon, just a random screenshot of my face. Also, I just figured out another bug. Canceling the matches doesn't lose them if you were going to win them. The full Roblox Studio documentation. I mean, I've probably read a lot of it, but I haven't like intentionally read every single word of it now. Does the cancel? Oh, okay. Where is the start map? Actually, you know what? I don't care. Let's make the do we have what? How many rewards do we have? 3, 4, 5 rewards. Let's make 5 crates. They're basically going to be very similar looking to these. I'm just going to pick 5. Maybe this. And we're just gonna recolor it just a little bit. I do have everything in one place because I'm on the free version of Figma. You can only have 3 files. What should we make this? What screams PvP? Well, I also have to change this out to like 1. I like Figma a lot, yeah. I'm thinking we do red. I don't know what to do for like the ones that have no color though. I'm seeing what ChatGPT thinks. ChatGPT is almost done. I mean, I like the idea, but the execution was horrible. I don't know why it's like squished. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try this. Frames, images, icons, crates. Take this. And this. Do we just make everything kind of like reddish? Kind of like that. Okay. Something like that. Do you know I have unknown required even if the little IntelliSense knows it exists? Try running Control Shift P, look up Luau and regenerate source map, and then reload Luau or reload language server. Oh. Might be a job for Photoshop. don't know, does that look bad? I'll try and add like cracks and stuff like that too. I hate how every single program has different ways to move the mouse. Alright, trust the process. Not bad. What will this icon be used for? It's gonna be for the daily PvP rewards in here. To like promote the stuff, basically. I just dropped the opacity just a little bit. I don't think that's bad. What's up, luck? Anime tower defense game last week, got to 40 KCCU, and now at, or got to 20 KCCU, and now at 40? Like 40 or 40K? Which game? I'm curious. Anime Crusaders. Yeah, I mean, I will say from experience, tower defense games, I've released 3 now, and getting a good qualified playthrough rate has been a struggle. Also, congrats, by the way. But yeah, getting a solid qualified playthrough rate. I've tried like legitimately like 30 different thumbs, so I don't have much advice on that. I do feel like this could be completely... Honestly, I don't know. Like, I struggled a lot with that too, actually. And I was trying many things. And I really couldn't improve it much. Thanks, luck. Let's just see if this even looks even remotely good. And then in PvP, daily win. Dude, I don't know. Kind of difficult. Maybe I just do like, I don't do the entire thing red. Are you handling global matchmaking? Well, it's similar to Clash of Clans in the sense where like the players don't need to be online at the same time. So based off of like the players' bots, you can essentially go and fight them. So if I go and find an opponent right now, it's just gonna go in like a different bot that I made on a different save. But like this player isn't online right now. So we don't need to do like matchmaking 2 players like and then switch different servers and all that for what, a 10-second match. And then yeah. And then there's like, you know, the whole elo and matchmaking that goes on with that, but it's just a simple elo system past that. Yeah, I really actually dislike these crates. I do think I need to update them a little bit, but I don't really know what. Like, I could just change these colors potentially. It is the song I hate. You're right. I was just thinking that. I'd just do this. Edit. Adjustment. Use integration. Blue. Do like an orange. I kind of like that actually. This. And then I don't want it to be the exact same color. So I dislike how she's back up. It changed this inner to be orange as well, but I didn't really want. Hi Lexi. Try that, I think. But it is changing the inner too. Honestly, okay, yeah, 100% is. What I could do is just isolate these. Like so. And then select a mask. Shift edge out. Three pixels like that. And then layer, new layer via copy. Get some T-Bell. Actually, I love T-Bell. Like, huge T-Bell guy. Okay. And that way, it's not going to shift the color of this inner part, because I wasn't really liking that. And should I just keep the caution tape yellow? What if we do that? Thing like this. Color stands extra bold. Take this, give it a blending option, inner glow, inner shadow. No, it's inner glow actually. Inner glow. Oh. Doesn't work, okay. But why? Okay, inner shadow it is. Because I don't want there to be an angle. I don't really know what to do there, but fine. I need an inner stroke actually. We need this. Be like that, and then an additional stroke inside. Oh, you can't do subpixels. Below it. I mean, that looks fine. I think we should maybe change the opacity just a little bit. Yeah, like that. You know what pixeler is? Nope. It looks pretty good. And then what we can do is we need to send this to PixelFix again. Otherwise, these subpixels or the transparent pixels get destroyed by Roblox. Dang, I don't know. I don't know why it looks so weird to me. Maybe it doesn't look weird. Maybe it does. Why does it look weird? I don't know. Yeah. All the icons on this page were made in Figma, but a lot of these were like AI generated and then touched up / remade in either Figma or Photoshop. I mean, we can do a different color. I think it looks fine. Okay. Okay, and then we need to make the actual crate. Inside here. Take this off my screen. I grabbed 8, right? I like math. Any tips for advertising? Honestly, not really. I mean, really, Roblox does like 99% of the work. Pretty much just spend Robux on it. Try multiple thumbnails. Make sure you have a good thumbnail, good game name. And now when we claim, yeah, this is a solo project. Claim daily win. And then in here we need to do, let me actually look at the level up. Level service server. Hello, Romario. Not very extensively, no, Romario. Like I've messed around with a bit of Python, but I mainly stick with Roblox Lua. Terminal and Pokemon copy. Bro, Nintendo's gonna come for you. Yes, I do use Charm. I'm a huge fan of Charm. Charm's awesome. Yeah, there's a Discord server in the description, just like my studio's Discord server. I just added a YouTube channel to it. I saw that. Okay. What kind of loot should we get from PvP crates? Also, another question. Should the loot scale? Or should it just always be like the same? Like, should the 12th win be much better? Should scale, okay. Luigi, using signals to create basically values that are observable and you can basically connect to events. So instead of cache service sending, hey, my cache changed to some services, these services listen to an event like on cache change. Okay. What kind of loot do we want in PvP crates? So 1 would be level minus 1. Like random part. Three would be level plus level minus 1. Five would be level plus level plus level, so you get 3 good items. Eight would be lev plus lev plus lev plus lev. What am I doing? It's like I don't know what multiplication is. Because I don't have Windows 11. I do think we should have like the boost instead of actually I don't know. The React package for VS Code. I use Wally Package Manager. This is up, dude. Okay. How's the game looking? Game's looking good. I think we are getting very close. We are working on PvP right now, which lets you against real people with like a whole elo system and all that. And right now we're working on these daily wins, and yeah. Types for stuff like loot and loot service. Where should those be declared and how? Gonna make it ranked mode. Well, this will be ranked. Like there is elo just tied to it, so like by default it's ranked. There actually is no unranked. Well, actually that's a lie. When you go on someone's profile and you click battle, this should be like a friendly battle, but just any match inside of the PvP would be ranked. Yeah. You can switch bots and stuff like that, which I only have one bot, so yeah, working on the actual loot. right now. I want to do. Yeah, I can show my Wally Tommel. What I have. Yep, there will be leaderboards as well. Inside of here, right here. This button doesn't work yet either, but there's a ladder, and then here would show a leaderboard. Also, there'll be like leaderboards in the lobby and all that. Same with clans. Right. Yeah. I use offset, but then I use UI scale instances to scale things dependent on their viewport size. I find offset a lot easier to work with. I haven't really thought much about monetization. Yeah, I have been thinking about hiring someone to do the lobby for me, cause like I got it kind of how I want it, but it's I don't know. It's incomplete. And yeah, time. There's some good docs on just the Roblox docs that have a whole intro and that kind of thing. How do I want to have this set up? So this would be like how many wins you have would be 1, and then the next one would be 3. Next one would be 5, etc. But inside of the actual info, we basically need to have a I think something like this. And 3 and 4. The next one. Yeah. We said 3x level. Yeah, Roy, we're working on the PvP rewards. So there's like daily rewards for doing PvP. Daily win track. And I'm working on the rewards for those specific grades. Maybe do 8. Actually, no. Maybe. I mean, I kind of want to do some more unique rewards, not just parts, but do 7, 4, 4. I'm taking a look now. Fact. I wonder. Not at the moment, Publify. So basically what happens is sometimes I think wait, pretty sure I know what's happening then. It's just like when the client loads in, like you were saying, the event, it looks like it's already being sent before the client's loaded in. So you need to send that when the client's loaded in. So hold on. Like, what's happening is server is running send message, and then client joins. This is the bad case here, but the good case layer. The good case is the opposite, where client joins. and then send message happens. And then it has a player, so it sends it to this player. So what you need to do is on player joins, send that. Yeah, move to Pasadena, LA. So like instead of just running send message right on the start of the server, send the message whenever a player joins. Or get the current, or have the current message be a variable, and then let's just say on player added, on player added, we send message to player current message. Does that make sense? And just have a variable of whatever the actual current message is. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if it does. In-game message thing. I don't think I've played that before, so I don't... Like, is it literally just a global message that's available to all players? Or not global, but like a server-wide message that's always available? I'm assuming. Yeah. So, like, here, I'll tell you literally exactly how I would do it. I'm gonna make a new service for you. Messaging. Server.lua. Local messaging service. I'm pretty sure there already is a messaging service that Roblox has, so this is gonna be kind of weird, but messaging service, init self.networker server new. Which you already have all of this. Great. And then inside of this, we would also have a variable. Why is this capitalized? We'd also have a variable. And this variable will be self.current message. And we would define it here. And then when a player joins, we would say players dot player added connect and then I would have some function here, function messaging service, send message, yada yada yada. So actually, wait, sorry. Send message would do this. It would send it to all players, right? This is what you have. Fire all new message. We set the current message here, right? This is what you basically have in essence. But then when a player is added, we also do it where we send to that specific player. Like this. So when a player is added, we send it to them here. The current message. We just keep track of the current message. And if you, technically, if you really want to be better, you should basically do for player in. Actually, you wouldn't even have to do this. You could just say networker fire all. But if this is just nothing to begin with, it doesn't actually matter. So actually this is fine. But really it's just this right here is you should update it when they join what the current message is. We don't know what the current message is. You know, it could be anything, right? Seven, 5. Threes. I don't know. This is I'm gonna end up changing this right now or later. So let's just have it like this just for now. That worked? Awesome. What are you working on right now? So, the PvP loot. You get loot for having basically win streaks. Or not win streaks. You get loot for having daily wins in PvP. So just like entice people to do PvP more. Working on actually doing the loot for that. I don't think I like the orange either. I'm probably gonna change that too. I think it's like giving like Halloween. But I can change that later. It's fine. Let's just get it working. What's up, Co? Yeah, Co, you're late. It's going. Good stuff done. In. Are you sick or tired? No. Yeah, Peblify, exactly. Just using atoms. Wait. Just. Give me 1 sec. Oh, I did that. Or maybe it's service. Ah! I need to fix this. I accidentally overrid something when I just I updated a Wally package and I forgot that I fixed something with the typing for multiple parameters. Fine. Just ignore that. It's not actually an error. I will fix it. Service client. We have if not loot, then I'm gonna send the loot first. Oh, you know what? We don't need to fire anything. We're actually just returning this. Hey guys, we were working on the PvP loot. Yeah, I remember your name. Kind of hard to read, but I remember the look of it. Don't care. Type gums. Loot service utils dot loot. Awesome learning. Is trading after PvP? I think so, yeah. Trading should not be too difficult. No, Roll. I would say not. I would say get familiar with the whole system of Roblox ecosystem, and then once you're advanced enough and you want to branch out, maybe look into it. Yeah, fair enough, Co. Push yourself to module scripts. I mean, I think so. Yeah. There are other opinions out there, but I think a modular workflow is a good one. Nothing happened. Probably because I never actually connected the activated event to anything. Here's PvP, daily win frame, button activated, tools function. Service client, claim daily win, props dot index. Yeah. It like half worked. Oh, it's Winston. Because the index is 1. Okay, yeah. You don't know how to install certain packages with Wally? I go over it in my video. How big studios develop on Roblox. There's a whole section on Wally. Nice. I should end up eventually winning this. Alright, so that unlocked the 5th one. Oh, we should probably not throw an error there, but looks good to me. I'm gonna update the actual what loot it gives. I want to add like bonus pool boxes or whatever, where you can like directly change the stats on things. I think PvP would be a good candidate for that kind of loot. Okay. Service 111. Not throw an error here. Just say, awesome, Co. I'm really excited for it to release too. I think we're getting close. I think there's a lot of little things to do. But once those little things are done, like almost every single core system is done now. PvP, I think, was the last big hurdle. I really don't think trading will be hard, like, at all. shouldn't even be able to find a bot because there's only 2 other bots and the other one was locked. That's actually good that it aired there. Yeah, there will be. There technically already is. I just don't have the UI set up for it. Okay, so queuing up works, daily wins work, recent matches work. I want to be able to view these, but they work. Updates your rating, your record. Shield does not work. This down here still needs to work, and then this would open up the leaderboard. You can switch your bot index in here to change what bot you want. So almost everything works except for we need to update this to show your actual rank, and when you get the next one, that should be actually really easy to do. And then when you click it, it opens up the actual leaderboard. And then we need to actually give the option to buy shields and explain what shields are and apply shields. Be too difficult. Yes, this is essentially ranked. Yes, ranked. Do you have game passes yet? No. There's no monetization yet. Oh, we also need to actually make the PvP icon because the current one was garbage AI gen. I don't mind the concept. I think it just needs to be better. Okay. I don't know, Pebble, if the lethal, I mean, I do this full time, but I would not be like, I'm gonna be a full-time Roblox developer. It's kind of like, I feel like it's like YouTube, where if it happens, it happens. You can't really be like, this is my job now. It's the income that validates it. Okay. I think I'm gonna end stream here though, because we're going to dinner tonight. So at Data Slabs, maybe way down the line if it's something people actually care about, but yeah, the viewports in here don't look great. I know. I was messing around, maybe trying to like do what I did with images, where like I stack the images on top of each other somehow, but then it just looks so flat, but then the quality would actually look better, so I don't know. And then like, how do you decide which overlaps which? Alright, I'm gonna end it here though. GG's, and thanks for watching, everyone. Got some good stuff done today, but goodbye.